But before anything else, let me share to you our house rules. No, open your video and keep your mic on mute. No, always keep our chat room appropriate. No, designate your workspace. Make sure that it is well lighted and has appropriate background. You may also opt in to use a virtual background. And please, please, please refrain from lying down. No, communicate with the host through available Zoom buttons for raising hands, responding yes or no, etc. No, thank you guys for being on time and for dressing appropriately. No, have a pen and notebook and be in the attitude of learning. All right. So now that we're all set, without further ado, let us welcome our first speaker. Opening up our webinar to share her successful Elite Circle journey is one of our Elite Circle members and Silver Directors. She is a graduate of Masters of Science in Management at University of Asia and the Pacific. She used to work as a business specialist at PLDT Global and a product specialist at PLDT SME, an entrepreneur and a former Grab operator. In USANA, she's also a premier platinum Pacesetter, a Thunderbird Poro Point Travel Incentive Qualifier, and a Taiwan and Bali Travel Incentive Qualifier. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Miss Theresa Piedad. Hello, Coach.
Oh, thank you so much, Coach Jeremy. Can you guys hear me clearly? Ayan.
Yes,
can
Coach.
you type, thank you, Coach Jeremy. Can you type, go, Coach Tere, if you could hear me. Ayan. So, habang sinishare ko lang yung screen ko. Cheer nyo naman ako. Ayan. Okay, hold on. Cheer lang kayo ng cheer dyan while I'm fixing my slide. All right. Thank you so much mga nag-cheer. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our NXGN family. I would like to thank Miss Beng, si Miss Malu, and of course, Mentor Nat for giving me the opportunity to talk to you guys and to share my wisdom, wisdom and story, for this day. Yan. And thank you sa mga nag-cheer today. I'm tasked to share with you my easy journey. Pardon me guys if medyo magra-wrap tayo because I got limited time. So to begin with, let me introduce to you myself. You could call me Coach Tere. I'm a graduate of management from the University of Asia and the Pacific. I was also an athlete, basketball player sa WNCAA, former international business specialist and entrepreneur, a firm mom, and here in USANA, I'm one of your Elite Circle member and Silver Director. Yan, so simula tayo guys. Once upon a time, kwentuhan lang ito, when I was growing up, I had this question sa sarili ko, mas mahalaga ba ang kinikita ng parents ko kaysa sa time na ibibigay nila sa amin? Okay? Been thinking of this since they keep on working, work, parang walang katapusan. Pagdating nila, tulog kami. Paggising naman namin, to go to school, sila naman yung tulog. Ayan. Though I can't blame them, 4 kaming binubuhay nila. Age gap, guys, 1 to 2 years. Bawat isa, they need money to give us a bright future. Lahat kami nasa private schools with service, tas may 3 kaming maids. Mas naintindihan ko sila, guys, when I got to play yung Sims. Sino sa inyo familiar sa Sims? Type mo dyan, Sims. Ginawa ko yung number ng family namin doon, 4 kaming anak. You know what happened, namatay silang lahat. Doon ko nasabi, Daddy, Mami, ang hirap pala ng 4 na anak. Because of that realization, it fired me to find ways to have time and financial freedom for myself and for my future family. And you know what I found out? Possible pala siya pag nasa business ka or business owner ka. From then on, it has become my motivation. Though, to be honest, hindi rin naging madali ang pagiging negosyante. Nakita ko siya sa parents ko, yung pros and cons ng tinayo nilang business while they were doing good naman sa real estate job nila. Yung pros, medyo maganda yung tingin sa sarili sa'yo kasi traditional business owner ka. Plus, okay din naman yung kita. Wag mo lang ma-experience yung nangyari sa amin. Like ito, yung hindi ko na isa-isahin but yung example sa Selecta, kami yung nag-handle, exclusive distributor sa some part of Rizal, kulang yung nire-remit ng pera ng mobiler sa amin. Yan yung diba? Pinangbibili kasi nila ng bigas. Ayan, syempre nakakaya naman na singilin mo, alam mo nang hirap din sa buhay. So medyo abonado si Papa. Ayan, and then van rental, pinapasa ng driver namin sa sa ibang client ng aming kliyente para magka-commission siya. So guys, medyo masakit sa ulo and kaya they didn't push through and just chose to focus on their jobs. Therefore, nasabi ko sa sarili ko, baka ako na yung solution ng family for us no, na magkaroon ng successful na negosyo. Ayan, so kaya I decided to take business management course from the University of Asia and the Pacific. This school kasi is known na magaling talaga sa business and economics. Then I finished my master's degree here na din sa school na yan at the age of 21 habang nire-represent ko rin ang school sa WNCAA basketball competition. So I'm an athlete by heart. Kung athlete ka, type athlete, yan, para may engagement naman tayo guys. After I graduated, tuloy ko lang no, nag-corporate muna ako para makagain ng experience and network para makapag-ipon at have my own business. Ayan. I worked for PLDT for 7 years. I started as product specialist. Then last position ko was enterprise business specialist. Masaya yung naging experiences ko dyan, guys. I get to travel nationwide because I was tasked to train salespeople, talk to different heads, and business offices heads para makascade whenever there were product updates or new product launches. Ang saya lang din kasi, no, most of the time, kami na rin yung model, yan, ng sarili naming mga products. Ayan, nakapag 2-piece ako dyan. Never ko ginawa yan sa beach or sa swimming pool. Pero, yes, boss. So, okay ang work ko. Dumating ako sa point na I wanted to do something new. Yung may relation na sa primary goal ko na magka-business. Ayan. Kaya while I was working, I started importing products from US, selling milk tea, mga boneless bangus. I was also a grab operator and stock market investor. Medyo small business pa lang naman ito kasi naisip ko, ipi-perfect ko muna yung system. Then kapag pulido na siya, then I'll go full blast. This strategy will save me a lot of time and money. So as mentioned, okay naman ako sa work, pero one morning lang, share ko sa inyo, I was early morning, I saw our vice president ng sales, my boss na nakalatag lahat ng maintenance drug niya sa table. And kaaga-aga, he was so stressed making his report. It hit me hard. Sobrang hard, guys. No? Sabi ko to, ito yung gusto kong future. Ang dami kong ang pera, pero ang dami namang sakit, tapos super stress, kaka-prepare ng mga reports sa top management. Then second, when I was walking sa Greenbelt, going back sa office, no, after I went out sa field work, napatanong ako sa sarili ko, bakit may mga tao na can-afford na nag-shopping at namamasyal ng gantong oras sa Greenbelt? Di ba dapat nasa loob sila ng mga isa sa mga building dito sa Makati, nagtatrabaho? Then I observed, sino ba itong mga tao na to? And you know what, yung napansin ko, they were business people. Nasabi ko sa sarili ko, ito yung gusto kong buhay. Tama talaga na magnegosyo ako someday. Ayan. Then, na-observe ko lang din sa work, no? Pag sip-sip ka, ma-PR, of course, mabilis yung pag-akyat mo sa corporate ladder. Ako, kasama siguro naman talaga siya, but hindi kasi ako ganon. Ayan. And politics, medyo marami din talaga. Then, pangatlo, puro yes, boss. Yan, naalala ko one time, hindi ko na-answer yung phone call ng boss ko. No? Sabi niya, kaya ka nga binigyan ng corporate, COB ang tawag sa amin, no, ng cellphone para sagutin mo yan. Kundi kunin na lang namin yan sa'yo. Ayan. So, sino nakaka-relate? Type nyo naman guys, dyan, relate. Ayan. Ay, hindi pala naglo-load dito. So, yun. Then, sa business ko naman, yan, sa mga business owner, type mo din dyan, no? Business. I'm a business owner. Masaya naman ako doon, pero may kanya-kanyang challenges lang din talaga. Number 1, yan, stressful. Bakit? Sa'yo kasi yan lahat. From pre-sales to sales to delivery to after sales. Yes, andun lahat. Andun yung pride, pero anong pipiliin at the end of the day? Pride or health? Yan, halimbawa, kwentuhan ko kayo, yung milk tea ko, medyo matrabaho siya, no? Tapos, at the end of the day, nanakawang ka lang sa ref. Ayan, kasi nilalagay ko sa ref namin sa pantry. Eh, mura lang naman yun. Malakawan lang ako ng isa, lugi na ako. O diba, sobra yung mga office mates ko. Kung sino man siya. Sarap, diba? Sarap ng milk tea. Then, bangus, okay din naman yan. Kaya lang sa work ko kasi binebenta. Wala akong naging auto-order pagkatapos. Bakit? Hindi daw siya okay na nasa work sila tapos parang mamamalengke ka, maasim kasi pag uwi nila. Then Grab, driver, sakit yung ulo mga driver dyan. Kung driver ka, alam mo yung sinasabi ko, lipat sila lang lipat, they have their own demands. I have to wake up early and have to wait for them to arrive at kasi mag-accounting pa kami. Okay, and then pangalawa, need mo rin siyang aralin. You need to do planning, trial and error hanggang ma-perfect mo siya. Or kung meron magtuturo sa'yo ng trade secret nila sa negosyo, which is medyo very impossible, no? So if you ask me noon, ang hinahanap kong opportunity talaga is something na fulfilling. Yan. Yes, possible, maraming ginagawa, pero happy ka, hindi mo nararamdaman na stress ka, and you love what you do. Good working environment din. Yung happy sila sa'yo, no? Na nakaka-achieve ka, may option ka sa buhay. Kung gusto pag-board ka, gusto mo mag-mafia o mag-join ka ng chess club, pwede. And may effective system na in place. Ayan. Then, isang random na araw, ito si Coach Poro, one of our gold directors, brought me to USANA. Pero wala pa siyang result that time, ha? I thank God for this person. Sinagot niya ni Lord yung dasal ko through her. I was hesitant at first. Alam ko maganda yung products sa network marketing, but I don't like na matag ako as networker. And I don't like to approach people. Yan. Medyo nadidrain kasi ako pag marami akong kausap. Yan. Parang nahihigop nila yung energy ko. May ganong effect. Mayayain din kasi ako, pero sabi nga sa trainings natin, selfishness and ego daw yun. Alam mo lang kasi mapapaya ka, kasi iniisip mo lang yung sarili mo. Paano if alam kung paano if may alam kang bagay na makakatulong sa kanila tapos hindi mo sasabihin, maya ka lang ba forever? Plus, gusto ko talaga mag-business. Pwede ba yung hindi ka magpo-promote? Ayan, thank you. So, mga nag-chat-chat, no? I can see your chat messages. Given this dilemma, I still joined USANA. Bakit? Kasi gusto ko magkaroon ng maraming pera. Okay. Kung ikaw yan, sige. Bakit? Kasi gusto ko ng more option sa buhay plus ma-provide ang healthcare na kailangan ng family. Naisip ko noon, the earlier ko ma-solve yung challenges sa pera, the earlier ko na hindi siya iisipin, the earlier ko ma-enjoy yung buhay ko at magiging family ko. Yan. Kasi ayoko na ng ganito nangyayari sa amin, parang wala katapusan yung pagtatrabaho. Kaya nilakasan ko yung loob ko dahil nakita ko possible siya sa USANA, na-excite lang po ako sa possibilities. Tignan ko lang yung boss ko, tinignan ko lang yung boss ko as compared kay Mentor Clark noon. Bata pa lang, sabi ko, hala, Mentor Clark, Mentor Ian, may time, may money, may health. So naging no-brainer talaga sa akin yung decision for me to join USANA. And sila rin talaga yung naging inspiration ko, no, yung aking grandparents. I want to pay back, tumatanda na sila. Kaya I need a faster vehicle na mag-provide for them. No? Naghahabol kasi ako ng oras. Ayan, I don't want to limit yung mga bagay na gusto ko i-provide for them kasi kulang yung pera ko. I don't like that feeling. Ikaw ba, gusto mo yung nakikita sila nahihirapan tapos wala kang magawa kasi limited yung, diba, yung meron tayo. If not, gawin natin si USANA. And because of USANA, nakapag-give ako ng maayos. Dati 1K lang yung nabibigay ko per month. So, saan naabutin ang 1K mo? Pero ngayon, mas okay na. Then, ito yung gift ko sa lola ko. It's an embroidery machine. Si Lola kasi love nila yung yung pananahi, yung nanay niya, nanay ni Lola. No, sila yung mananahi ni Dolphy, kung kilala niyo family nila Dolphy. She has meron sila nung singer na sewing machine, 'di ba? Manual 'yon. Kung na-experience niyo 'yun sa mga millennials diyan, sorry sa mga Gen Z, baka hindi na inaabot. Pedal mano-mano, doon nilagyan nila ng motor later on. Pero yung motor naman nag-iinit. Okay, sumabog pa. Kaya sabi ko, hindi niya deserve yung ganito. Hindi nila deserve yan. Hindi deserve ng lola ko to. Kaya, ayan, bumili ako dahil may option. So, ito yung video niya. Papanood ko lang sa inyo. Para siyang bumibili ng buhay. Magkalaki ko na dyan.
Apo, ma, kasi naman siya income.
Oh, test. Unang mo, Tere. Okay. So, ikakat ko na, no? Tatanggalin ko na, Tere, ang ganda, oh.
Wow!
Mas maganda nga hindi gagal.
Ayan, narinig ba yung voice? Coach Jeremy, yung sounds?
Yes po.
Yun, nice. So yun, di ba? Tapos you get a letter from her. Thank you, Coach. Sulit talaga. No, na nagpa-practice siya, ewan ko nakikita niya medyo maliit, nagpa-practice siya nung lettering. So, masaya lang, and sulit talaga. Then ito naman yung sa lolo ko, lazy boy chair. Before he died of COVID, ayan, nabigyan ako ng chance ni Lord to give him the gift of joy and comfort. No? So, sobrang saya ni lolo, nasabi niya sa akin na hanggang kamatayan daw, pasasalamatan niya ako. Ayun, kaya nadinig siguro ni Lord, kinuha tuloy. Ayun. Dad, I love you. Ayan. Kidding aside, the thing I like here was yung joy na napasaya mo sila. Yung nabigay mo yung, yan no, kasi naalala ko, nag-special request pa si Lolo noon na gusto niya daw yung kanyang chair ay nagsuswivel. Yan kasi default nagra-rock. Then I asked yung seller, magkano po ba yung nagsuswivel? Plus daw, 20,000. Noong una parang sumakit yung puso ko talaga, parang hindi ako makahinga. Pero parang may bumulong, no, sabi sa akin, pero lang yan, kaya mong kitain, todo mo na, make him happy. Ayan, so, kasi sila na yung ginagamit niya, nararamdaman na yung bakal ba? So, paano walang option? Titisin na lang natin makita na hirapan sila or ganito yung magiging reaction.
Yes, thank you ah. Meron akong higaan. Thank you. Nakikita mo ba ako?
Yan ah.
Lagab ko na.
Ayan, so cut lang natin. Kasi limited time. Yun guys, 'di ba? Wala pa to sa binibigay ng mentors natin sa family nila, like si mentor Mark, 'di ba? And Sarah, sa sakyan, each sa parents and the mentor nat bahay. Pero kumbaga, we all begin somewhere, no? And ito pa lang napapasaya na sila. How much more pa pag na-achieve na natin financial freedom here in USANA. And bukod of course sa monetary, somehow naging protected din sila sa health nila. Okay, love na love nila yung products natin. And of course, yung lola ko naman, sa other side, sa mom side ko, yun, kalamang cash yung gusto niya. Tsaka minsan, pag gusto niya mag-order, tumatawag lang, may option din tayo, no, nakapagbigay. And this, guys, hindi naman siya nakuha basta-basta. Marami rin namang mga obstacles and mga struggles na pinagdaanan. Like yung una, ayan, fried chicken. Isa ka ba sa mga fried chicken dahil nagsisimula? Yan, nababadoyan talaga ako, naiya ako na malaman, nag-networking ako, pero lahat yun, nag-overcome ko naman through trainings. Mas naiintindihan ko, ba't ako dinala dito ni Lord sa mga bago? Kapit lang, no? Kasi later on, maintindihan mo bakit ka dinala dito. Ayan. So, ang ginawa ko, basta humble down, and iniisip ko, gift giver ako. Gift giver tayo ng time, health, at saka money. Sinong may ayaw niyan? Then slowly, results came. So I hit my PPS in 18 days, sponsored 11 people in 56 days, and naging builder na rin after 1 month and director in 3 months. Paano ko nagawa? Iniisip ko dati, more of excitement na makatulong talaga. And nag-step up ako agad. After PPS, nagbe-basic training na ako ng associates natin, no? Ito yung umakit din ako sa Mall of Asia Arena as director. Motivation ko nun, ma-recognize para maging proud talaga yung family ko na masabi ko talaga na tama yung naging decision ko na mag-USANA. So, just have a vision of yourself din. Ano ba yung gusto mo maging? Yan. Ito tinuro sa amin to ni Coach Ina. What do you want to be? What do you want to have? What do you want to do? What do you want to see? Ayan. And of course, second rejection. Yan, sasaktan ako pag nire-reject ako, no? Tine-turn down, pero I understand pala, hindi pala ako yung nire-reject. Yung opportunity lang pala, not yet. So sabi ng coaches ko, next lang daw. Pabilisan lang mag-move on. Bawal daw dito yung marupok. Ayan. Kung marupok din ang income. Bawal ang marupok sa USANA. Ayan. Marupok lang sa pagtulong ng iba. Yan. Maganda namang part yun. Kaka-next mo, dumarating yung taong para sa'yo. So, this is Coach Angel. Kung nandiyan ka man, kaway-kaway, ayan, nag-comment. Pakigalaw ang baso, no, kung nandiyan ka. It took 2 years before siya dumating. Ayan. Kung kayo lang mas mas magaling sa inyo and sponsor your weakness. Ay, mas analytical siya, mas siya sa akin. Melan type yan. Kaya kinuha natin. And naniwala naman siya. Then eventually, malaki rin yung team namin. Then, yun. There were times then na may discouragements. I get tired. I ask myself, bakit ko ba pinaghihirapan yung sarili ko? No? Dati okay naman ako. Pero story naisip ko yung buhay ng mentors, napapapos ako, tapos tulog lang ulit, tapos hataw lang ulit. Guys, it's okay to pause, pero wag mo lang daw tagalan dahil sa experience na to, no? Dito tayo natututuan gumagaling. If tuloy-tuloy natin improve yung sarili natin, if we trust the process, we'll get the result. Andyan sa screen natin yung antidote, kung na-experience mo yan, nada-down ka. Then because of all these struggles and adjustments, I made sa sarili ko na sa wakas no, nakuha rin ang Elite Circle. Yan. Guys, napasobra yung Elite Circle ko. 'Di ba 13 weeks siya? $2,600. No, pero nahuli kasi kami ng ilang minuto sa last week ko, di ba? Winner. And ang nangyari, umulit. Yan. From the time na $100, tuloy. Pero not bad, di ba? From 132 lang dapat kitain mo na easy, naging 264. O, saan ka pa? Tapos may 67K ka na PPS income. Kaya sa mga nag-run PPS, kunin mo yan. Lifetime yan, di ba? Pinaglalaban. And kung ikaw isa sa mga naglagdara ng easy tapos nagcha-cha-cha ka, tawag namin doon cha-cha atras abante cha-cha ganyan. Okay lang 'yun. Tip ko lang no. Ito yung nag-inspire sa akin. Nung nakausap namin si Mentor Cheps, pinakausap ni Coach Gold Executive Gold Directors. Ang nag-stick sa akin nung mini-mentor niya kami is look for one person. Yan. Tuto ka lang muna sa isang person ka lang. Parang gumaan yung yung goal ko kasi parang dami ko iniisip, dami dapat kailangan tao, blah, blah, blah. Wag. Focus on one person. Pagka sponsor mo ng isang tao na yan, that's the time, it's the next best time to sponsor after yung sponsor mo. Doon ka mag-focus ulit sa isa. Ayan, kasi ang goal lang easy for us to have a group. Naman talaga yan, magka-group ka and maging leader tayo unti-unti. So, nagiging yung transition from follower to leader dito din talaga nangyayari. Actually, nag-start siya sa TA. Pero that time kasi wala kaming top apprentice. Diretso kami agad ng elite circle. Ayan. And more tips lang, guys. Ayan. So, be committed on your goal. Kapit ka lang sa mga teammates mo, sila rin ang tutulong sa'yo. Screenshot na lang siguro, ilang minutes na lang ako, coach, pa-comment na lang po, no? Do massive action, yan, hataw ka lang ng hataw. Makuha mo rin yung tamang tao, yung gold na lilinis mo, no, sa tanso. Ayan. Then serve and empower your team members with love, and of course, you measure your performance. And of course, be ready for a change and love your progress, surrender, and be excited for his surprises. And then after that, of course, may mga recognitions nga na din yan. Uso ang pa-medal po sa USANA, kaya wag kang BPD hanggat hindi ka pa nare-recognize ng may medal. Ayan, pabalik na po tayo sa ganyang panahon. Then of course, yung dinner, no, lagi namin ginugol, nandiyan kami kasi karabing elbows namin. Yan. Ang mga top income earners at saka, ayan, you get to get their wisdom. Then 2018, iba-ibang team, no? Dinner lang 'yan pero pack yung mga yung pagkain at saka yung outfit mo. 'Di ba nag-iibang anyo? Oh, pwede naman pala 'yan. Pero for betterment. Yan. And of course, personality development, yung mahiyain natin, nakakapag na rin salita, no, dito. Ito yung nasa right side na interview ako sa Mall of Asia Arena, 10,000 people yan, kabang-kaba ko, hindi ko naintindihan ako. Hindi ko naalala kung ano ng mga sinasabi ko afterwards. Pero yung fulfillment, no, na-overcome mo yung fear mo. So sabi nga, the way to overcome your fear is to face it. So harapin mo lang siya, ma-overcome mo din siya. Then I got to travel the world then without worrying about my work na. Then, in USANA kasi, the world is our playground. Ito yung naging goal ko din. Sabi ko, lahat ng office. Dati kasi travel ako ng travel. Wala lang, naglulustay lang. Ngayon, may goal na. Travel with a purpose. Ayan. So, binivisit ko yung office natin sa USANA. Dapat yun din ang goal natin. Check mo kung legit ba talaga si USANA. Yan, chine-check ko siya sa Singapore, Thailand, Japan, Australia. Then, of course, nag-trip na rin. Nagawa na rin tayo on the side na you get to enjoy mga dreams mo din because you have din time na and money. Then, of course, we have recognition din dito. Yan. Thunderbird, nakakuha din natin yan. And also, this one is in Boracay. Then, of course, yung tuso natin. Yan. Ito yung tuso. Excited kami sa
Winner, travel incentive. Liwayway Piedad goes to Taiwan. San Mateo, Taiwan.
Ayan, so nauwi sa San Mateo, Taiwan. Sarap lang na imagine ko na sila, Lola, happy din siya. Now, Bali kami. Sana matuloy yan, no? And then having investments and savings without being afraid of uncertainty. Kumbaga, meron na rin naman. Kaya naman ko sa work, kaya lang, mas napabilis lang talaga siya. Ayan. So ito yung nasa right side, sa mga gustong bumili sa Davao, Samal, contact nyo lang ako, no? Yung kapatid ko yung nagbebenta dyan. Nag-plug in na, no? And then of course, yung ayan, patapos na tayo. Yung facial transformation. Ito pa lang guys, magkano yung 47,000, salang ang 47, 'di ba? Na iba yung kala mo ganda-ganda ka na nung 2016, may improve pa pala. And of course, my next goal is to prepare na sa retirement ng family ko, ng parents ko naman. After my grandparents, ito naman parents. And to end, naalala nyo yung tanong ko sa sarili ko nung bata ko, kung mas mahalaga pa yung kinikita ng parents ko kaysa sa time na naibibigay niya sa amin. The answer is, yan. We all know time is much more important than money. But we also know that we cannot enjoy our time if we don't have money. So for me, tama yung nangyari sa parents ko noon na mas binigyan nila yung time na kumita talaga muna sila. Mas maganda lang siguro kung ang pinag-investan nilang time is yung opportunity na makapagbigay ng residual income para if ever mawalan sila ng time sa amin, saglit lang. No? Ma-enjoy na namin yung the rest of the time. And to end my talk, no, just want to share to you the quote of Tony Robbins: life is a gift and it offers us the privilege, opportunity, and responsibility to give something back by becoming more. So love mo lang yung process, become more, and profit will come after that. And I'm one of your upcoming goal directors, Coach Tere, and I thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Tere, no? Sobrang dami naming natutunan. All right. So, thank you so much for sharing so much learnings with the team. No, yung mga nagstay sa akin was kuha ka ng mga magaling, no? Yung sponsor mo yung mga weakness mo. So, yun. And now, guys, for our second speaker and last speaker who will teach us how to prospect and invite like a pro. Ayun. So, excited na ba kayo? She's a registered nurse by profession. In USANA, she's a Leadership Summit Qualifier 2016 sa Maldives. PH Growth Circle Top 23 sa 2018. Lifestyle Incentive Qualifier 2019 sa Taiwan. Asia Pacific Growth Qualifier sa Cape Town 2019. AP Growth Qualifier sa 2010 Sri Lanka. Team Up Step Up Qualifier sa 2020 Taiwan. And a certified NXGN Premier Platinum Pacesetter. NXGN ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ruby Director, Miss Jecel Cantago. Hello,
okay,
Coach.
good morning. Yes, good morning, everyone. Diba? Thank you so much, Coach Jeremy, for that very warm introduction. And of course, maraming salamat kay Coach Tere. Diba? Very, very inspiring yung story niya. Diba? So, posible talaga. Diba? Tapos na-inspire pa ako kasi diba? Athlete pala si Coach Tere. Diba? Makakasana all tayo dyan. Diba? So, and of course, my topic today, di ba? Mutik na akong mag-tonight, di ba? So, very vital po. But before that, di ba? So, I would like to share my screen for a while, di ba? Type naman, di ba? So, kung saan kayo currently located ngayon while I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so anong city? Okay, so titingnan ko yung mga chats nyo. Okay, so I believe nakikita na yung slide ko, Coach Jeremy. Nakikita ba? Okay. So yes, let's begin kasi time, 'di ba? Parang limited lang yung time natin to this morning. Okay? So I'm Jecel Cantago, 'di ba? So I'm a registered nurse by profession and I used to work as a senior staff nurse sa isang private hospital sa Iligan City. Sa emergency room ako na-assign for a year and 2 years ako sa isang presidential ward. Yes, no? So I'm a social entrepreneur, di ba? We are all social entrepreneurs kasi nandito tayo sa USANA and I'm one of your Celavive Philippines brand ambassador. Okay, so but before I start, I would like to thank, diba? So, Miss Beng, Mentor Nat, and all the NXGN leaders for having me here. Okay, so this morning. So, yes, no, so I'm married to Coach Wawi Cantago, no? So, he is a former Toyota sales manager. So, prior to USANA, iba-iba po talaga yung namin yung background, diba? So, minsan iniisip natin, ay, baka hindi ako pwede dyan kasi engineer naman ako or nasa naman ako, 'di ba? Nasa car industry, 'di ba? So kahit kahit ano po yung natin, yung background, 'di ba? So pwede mo kasi nandito yung nasa USANA, mga all walks of life. Okay? So yes, no. So he used to be a manager sa Toyota before siya nag-resign to do USANA full-time. But of course, don't get me wrong, you don't have to quit your main job right now to do USANA and to be successful here in USANA, di ba? Depende sa'yo kung i-full-time mo ba siya or i-part-time, di ba? So yung importante is our attitude towards the business, okay? And of course, no, I'm a nurse, di ba? So iba, wala talaga kaming background sa business. Never po akong nakapag-experience ng mga selling, di ba? Kahit Avon, kahit mga online shop, di ba? Wala po talaga akong experience sa business prior to USANA. So ito yung itsura ko, di ba? So when I was still working, sabi pa ni Coach Tere, di ba? Akala mo, ang ganda-ganda mo ba? Ang ganda-ganda mo na 2012, 2014, di ba? Meron pa palang ikaka-improve. Okay, so, and yeah, the time na yan, no? So I was working as a nurse, tinitiis ko po yung 8,000 per month or 358 pesos per shift, di ba? It's because kailangan po siya, requirement po siya para makapag-abroad kami. So I'm one of the nurses na dreaming of becoming a nurse sa US. Sino ba dito yung mga nurses na yung ano sila, parang yung sino ba yung mga nurses na gustong-gusto mag-abroad dati, 'di ba? Isa po ako sa mga ganyan, 'di ba? So kayang-kaya ko pong tiisin yung 8,000 per month in 3 years. Okay, so kasi may ultimate dream, 'di ba? So kasi ano pa lang kami, students pa lang kami, 'di ba? Mina-mindset po kami ng mga professors namin na pag mag-abroad kayo, first world countries, 'di ba? Kikita kayo ng 200,000 per month or more. So, student pa lang ako, na mindset po ako na dapat 6 digits per month pala yung income ko. Okay? Pag mag-work na ako, 'di ba, mahal yung tuition ng nursing. So, and of course, that time I was reviewing for my NCLEX board exam, yung board exam ng US, and at the same time, nagtitake na ako ng IELTS, and 2012, 'di ba, na global recession. So just like what is happening right now, 'di ba? Yes, proud nurses, 'di ba? Oh, and of course, no, just like what is happening right now, 'di ba? Hindi natin kontrolado kung anong ang nangyayari sa surroundings natin or ano pa ang mangyayari, 'di ba? Few years from now. So, ang mag-matter talaga is how we respond. Because 2012, I thought na okay na yung experience ko. 3 years, 'di ba? Done na, and then my IELTS na ako, and I was about to take my NCLEX, and then a global recession. Okay, sabi ng agency ko, ay Jecel, parang mahirapan tayo sa US muna ngayon. Why not mag-Middle East ka muna? Let's wait for another 2 years, tapos mag-reapply tayo, or magstay ka muna sa Philippines, 'di ba? So, ano mo yung experience mo. Sabi ko, another 2 years of 8,000 per month, parang ano naman, parang ang tagal, di ba? So, of course, God is so good because kahit that time na very frustrated ako because parang excited na talaga ako to earn dollars, di ba? So, yung mga OFWs naman, para di ba, kung may mga OFWs dito, di ba? So, yung goal naman talaga natin to work abroad is to earn dollars, to earn more, to provide more for the family. Tama ba? But of course, no, kung merong opportunity sa Philippines na pwede palang kitain yung dream salary natin dito sa Pilipinas, hindi naman tayo lalabas, di ba? So, and that time, God is so good because dumating si USANA, and who invited us, of course, one of our executive Ruby directors, di ba? Coach Yen Seroje and Coach Jude Seroje, di ba? So, that time, no, I was in Manila 2012 to follow up my visa, tapos nag-attempt po talaga ako mag-apply sa Middle East because I was really, really desperate that time. So, and then, Coach Yan saw my photo sa Facebook, sabi niya, uy, nasa Manila ka pala, kita tayo after my work sa Greenbelt. Diba? So Greenbelt, sabi ko, Greenbelt, first time ako makapunta ng Greenbelt, diba? Kasi probinsyana I'm from Iligan City. So that time, excited ako to see her, and of course, no, para ano ba yung talagang Greenbelt na sinasabi nila, and that time, hindi ko in-expect na madiscusan ako ng USANA, diba? Because she is a former HR executive. Anong kinalaman sa ano, 'di ba? Anong kinalaman po sa pagiging HR executive, 'di ba? Sa health at saka sa business. So, that time, syempre, nilibre ako ng kape. So, no choice, di ba? So, nakinig ako. And then, of course, hindi ko naintindihan yung business. Sino ba sa inyo dito ang hindi nakaintindi ng business the moment na narinig nila yung USANA? Parang pumasok lang sa utak mo, may dollar lang, no? So, isa po ako sa mga ganyan kasi nga hindi naman talaga ako business-minded. Pero na-attract ko talaga ako sa product, di ba? And, yan. So, and of course, the rest is history, di ba? So, na-share, second presentation po kami, di ba? So, pumasok. Kasi hindi ko nga naintindihan, umuwi ka ng Iligan. Tapos, nagbakasyon din si Coach Yan sa Iligan that time. So, I invited my boyfriend that time na husband ko na ngayon. And then, of course, some of our friends. So, dun kami nag-register, di ba? So, and yan, di ba? So, yan po yung story namin kung bakit kami napunta sa USANA. And right now, no, of course, we joined March 2012, di ba? So, and then Gold Director 2015, naging nag-leadership summit kami Maldives. It was our first travel incentive, di ba? So, sino ba sa inyo yung first nyo ang travel incentive this year, di ba? Napaka-exciting. And of course, that time, parang sabi ko, Maldives, parang sa ano ko lang yan nakikita, di ba? Sa internet, tapos makapunta kami dyan. And you know what? Grabe, ang naka-funny because na pumunta kasi kami sa Maldives 2 weeks after our wedding. O, di ba? Ang ano talaga, ang talino ni Coach Wawi kasi kinuha talaga yung Maldives para libre yung honeymoon. O, di ba? So, wala po siyang nagasto sa honeymoon namin. So, yung mga ikakasal, di ba? Kunin nyo lahat ng mga travel incentives nyo para 1 year kayong mag-honeymoon na sponsored by USANA. O, di ba? So, and pagdating namin sa Maldives, ang saya kasi, di ba, ang dami pala naming mga honeymooners. Ang talino talaga ng mga Pinoy, di ba? Kinuha yung mga travel incentives, di ba? And 2018, we became Executive Gold Director. 2018, Philippine Growth Top Circle Top 23 kami, and then na-qualify kami sa Taiwan, and of course, no, grabe, yung Cape Town, it was the most parang sobrang most memorable travel incentive for us. Kasi sino ba naman kami na very ordinary lang naman kami na mga citizens sa Iligan. Hindi naman kami mga anak mayaman, hindi naman kami mga anak na mga powerful na mga tao dito sa Iligan, di ba? So, pero nakapunta kami ng Cape Town, di ba? Ala Erwan and Ann Curtis, di ba? Mga ganyan. And of course, 2020, we became Gold Director. Nag-team up, step up kami dun sa Taiwan, no? Nag-qualify din kami sa 2021, and of course, sa Sri Lanka, di ba? So, since hindi natuloy yung Taiwan and Sri Lanka, di ba? So, nakuha namin yung cash incentive from USANA, di ba? So, kahit hindi natuloy yung travel incentive, nag-spend po kami ng 10 months sa Siargao, di ba? That's how powerful our business is kasi you can bring your business anywhere, di ba? So, grabe, no? 10 months kami sa Siargao. So, morning, nagsa-surf kami or either nagko-crossfit, and then, di ba? Grabe, very flexible. If you want to have that kind of lifestyle, then guys, give your best sa USANA natin, di ba? If you want to travel, pero you can bring your business with you, no? So, doon po namin sa Siargao na realize na buti na lang, nag-decide kami 2012, buti na lang, hinanapan namin ng paraan yung pag-register namin. Buti na lang, di ba, na-approach kami ng mga direct sponsors namin. Di ba, pwede naman na hindi kayo ang in-approach ng mga direct sponsors niyo, di ba? So you should be thankful. And of course, no, doon namin na-realize na grabe, after 10 months of spending time sa Siargao, nakauwi po kami 1 week prior to Odette, di ba? So grabe. And we have seen a lot of friends sa Siargao na they have traditional businesses, and after Odette, parang back to zero, nawala yung business nila. But tayo, USANA, wala naman tayong physical store, di ba? So, after Odette, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung business, di ba? So, that's the benefit or the advantage of having this kind of business, tama? So, and of course, yan, so, that's the time that naging Ruby Director kami. So, very funny kasi nag-Ruby Director kami sa kasagsagan ng pandemic, di ba? Yung hard lockdown. If you can remember the time na nag-hard lockdown yung Philippines, middle of March 2020, dun din kami nag-run ng Ruby Director. Nakakatawa, di ba? Kasi walang aeroplano to deliver the products. Parang grabe yung adjustment from offline to Zoom, di ba? Parang hindi pa kami marunong mag-Zoom that time. But the most important attitude na kailangan nating i-develop within us is yung paano tayo mag-respond to every situation. So, and of course, ano pala yung first income namin para sa mga bago, di ba? Kasi minsan, parang ang laki naman yan, parang it's too good to be true, parang pwede ko bang kitain yan? But you know what? We started with, of course, di ba? Mga 4,000 pesos, yung mga $50, yung even mga $30, di ba? So, nag-enroll kami March 2020, but nag-first income po kami, ay March 2020, 2012, yung first income po namin around 1,760 2 months po after ng enrollment namin. 'Di ba? So within that 2 months na wala kaming income, pwede naman naming sabihin, ay, parang hindi naman para sa amin tong USANA kasi 2 months pa, wala pa kaming commission. Parang nag-earn lang kami sa retail, tapos ang liit-liit pa. Sabi nila, malaki yung income dito. Pwede naman kaming mag-quit. If nag-quit kami, hindi kami naging Ruby director, hindi kami pwedeng mag-spend ng 10 months sa kahit anong lugar na, 'di ba? So, 'di ba? So that's the right attitude dapat. Okay? So, and of course, no, yan. So it's very important also to, of course, to be part of NXGN, embrace the system of NXGN, always attend trainings, appreciate our mentors and coaches sa mga ginagawa nila, di ba? Kasi heart of service yan eh, no? So, and of course, no, we are very thankful to our NXGN family kasi ma-offline man yan or ma-online, grabe yung effort nila to help us grow our business, right? So, that's out my story, no? So, ano pa lang yun? Warm up pa lang yun. So, and of course, di ba, let's go to our proper training. So, but before that, di ba, before I start with the proper training, okay, so pwede ko ba makita ang energy ng mga associates natin na nasa Zoom? Okay, can you type? Excited, di ba? I'm excited sa training natin this morning. Okay, so yan. So my question to you, to all of you, are you ready to be a student? Okay, this morning. Okay, because according to this quote, di ba, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is truly ready, syempre the teacher will disappear kasi alam ng teacher kaya mo nang gawin yung business. Okay, this basically means that when you're open to the information or growth, the teacher will appear. Okay, so kung hindi po, baka nasa Zoom lang po tayo kasi baka i-check ni upline yung name natin sa Zoom. Okay, we should be intentional sa mga trainings natin. Okay, so and of course, no, kung gusto nating kumita sa business natin, according to our mentors natin, ito talaga tumatak sa isip ko, kung gusto mong kumita, magpakita, diba? So, do you agree with that? And of course, para hindi masayang yung oras natin ngayon, no? So, syempre, nag-invest tayo ng time, ng energy, right? So, let's focus muna sa training natin. I really don't believe in multitasking. So, wag munang i-on ang TV, wag munang mag-open ang cellphone, baka mapunta sa Shopee or sa Lazada, di ba? And of course, no, wag mo nang mag-attempt na mag-open ng ibang tab, okay? So focus muna tayo sa training, grab your pen and notebook so that meron tayong ma-learn this morning. Okay, so let's begin, di ba? So one of our topics today is about about prospecting and inviting like a pro. Okay, hindi lang prospecting, inviting, but how to be a pro sa mga skills na to. Okay, so but without consistency, nothing will happen. Do you agree? Diba? So, and this morning, I will also emphasize the importance of consistency kahit gaano kaliit na mga actions natin. Okay, so because I believe na kahit gaano tayo kagaling outside USANA, if you are a manager ba, a public speaker, kung kahit gaano tayo katalino, 'di ba? So kahit gaano kalawak yung network natin, pero kung hindi tayo consistent sa mga actions natin, we cannot achieve our goals. Okay? And do you believe that consistency starts with building habits? Okay, naniwala ba tayo dyan? And habit, 'di ba? What do you mean by habit? Ano ba yung unang papasok sa utak nyo pag sinasabi kong habit? Diba? So, sabi pa ni Mr. James Clear, one of our guest speakers sa Asia Pacific Convention last week, diba? Success is the byproduct of daily habits, not once in a lifetime transformation. And of course, now this is the surprising power of tiny habits. According to him, your outcomes are a lagging measure of your habits, okay? Your net worth right now, okay? Your net worth is a lagging measure of your financial habits. Your weight or your body physique right now is a measure of your eating habits. Your knowledge, okay, is a measure of your learning habits. Your clutter, of course, no, is a measure of your cleaning habits, no. So, of course, no, you get what you repeat, diba? So that's right, okay. So that's right, Sir Leo. And of course, no, you get what you repeat. It will multiply whatever you feed it. So remember, good habits make time your ally, and bad habits make time your enemy. So as you can see, see sa background ng slide ko, that's Coach Wawi, my husband. So during college days po, wala po talaga siyang fitness routine. Iba po yung routine niya dati, nagbubuhat din po siya pero ng baso. Okay, alam niyo na yan. Di ba? Ano yung routine niya dati when we were still in college. But his transformation right now is very significant. Mas consistent po siya sa fitness, sa workout niya kaysa sa akin. Di ba? He wakes up early, makes his coffee, goes to the gym every morning kahit gaano po siya kapuyat sa gabi, di ba? And nag-improve po talaga yung technique niya. Nakikita ko, no? Nag-improve po talaga yung technique niya sa CrossFit, nag-improve yung body physique niya. So doon po talaga ako na-motivate, di ba? So actually, sa habits niya. And of course, no, our body is meant to move. Good blood circulation will of course improve our brain function and energy production. But it all started with setting goal, di ba? You have to set a goal. Ano ba talaga yung gusto mo? And of course, it must be coupled with consistency. So same with sa business natin. Without consistency, di ba, sa tiny actions mo, nothing will happen. Okay? So, let's read this, di ba? The second topic natin na gusto ko talagang i-emphasize, of course, is the power or the purpose of goal setting. Okay, let's read this one. The purpose of setting goals is to win the game. The purpose of building systems is to continue playing the game. Kaya may system po tayo. True long-term thinking is goal-less thinking, di ba? It's not about any single accomplishment. It is about the cycle of endless refinement and continuous improvement, di ba? So, syempre, di ba, continuous improvement. So, don't be frustrated na sobrang ma-frustrate ka kasi, ay, hindi naman ako, and parang nagkamali ako, you made a mistake, di ba? Kasi yung business po natin, continuous improvement po yan. As long as you learn something from your previous mistake, make sure na hindi mo siya uulitin, okay? And of course, dito, how your habits shape your identity and vice versa. Diba? There are 3 layers pala of behavior change. Outcomes, processes, and identity. Diba? Outcomes are what you get. Okay? Processes are about what you do. Diba? And of course, no, identity is about what you believe. Okay? So, with outcome-based habits, the focus is on what you want to achieve. And of course, with identity-based habits, the focus is on who you wish to become, diba? So it's actually a simple 2-step process, okay? Decide the type of person that you want to be here in USANA and prove it to yourself with small wins, diba? So the real reason habits matter is not because they get you better results, but because they can change your beliefs about yourself. Kasi kung nandito ka sa USANA, attend tayo ng trainings, pero hindi ka naman believe sa sarili mo that you can be really successful here in USANA, wala talagang purpose yung mga natutunan natin. Tama ba? Diba? And of course, no, ang pinaka-importanteng person sa business mo is actually it's you. Okay, so kung nag-attrition ka man ngayon, if you are just starting the business, always remember that the most important person na nasa organization mo is ikaw, 'di ba? Bonus po yung coaches natin, of course, 'di ba? And of course, bonus din po yung mga downlines natin. Okay, so and of course, I love this quote, 'di ba? Many people think that they lack motivation, but what they really lack is, of course, the lack of clarity, 'di ba? So and here, klaro ba, what I like to emphasize sa slide na to is, klaro ba yung mga goals natin sa buhay, di ba? Ayusin natin yung mga desisyon natin sa buhay. Klaro ba sa'yo ang goal mo this week? Ano ba yung CVP goal mo this week? 'Di ba? Nakasulat na ba sa notebook mo ang goal mo this year sa USANA? What is your deepest why in USANA? 5 years from now, saan ka na sa USANA? You have to be very clear with those things. Okay? So, and of course, the business vital tasks, 'di ba? So we have prospecting, inviting, presenting, closing, follow-up, handling objections. But I would like to talk to you about, this morning is about po sa prospecting and inviting. Mag-focus po tayo dito. Sino ba sa inyo ang nahihirapan sa prospecting and inviting? Type me. Okay? Yan, yes, nurse na nurse, vitals, parang vital signs lang, di ba? Okay, vital, it's because those mga skills are very important po sa business natin. So kahit po diamond director tayo, kahit emerald director, di ba, yung prospecting, inviting, presenting, closing, follow-up, and handling objections, paulit-ulit po natin yang gagawin. So wala po tayong choice, di ba? Ima-master po natin yan. All right, so let's start. Okay, so sponsoring. Sponsoring is actually the lifeblood of any internet marketing. For true success in our business, diba, you need to be a master sponsoring machine. Hindi lang po parang, okay, parang okay, alam ko naman how to sponsor pero dapat pala, you have to be a master sponsoring machine, diba? Sino ba sa inyo ang nakaka-attend na ng face-to-face convention dati? Diba? Kasi I'm very excited with sa April 9 natin na face-to-face convention, diba? So if you go to ang mga conventions, yes, iba talaga. Diba? Sa mga wala pang mga plano mag-attend ng convention, huwag nyo tong i-miss, guys. Diba? So, and of course, so if you go to conventions na mga face-to-face, you will realize that most of the top income earners are also the top sponsors. Tama ba? It's no coincidence actually, guys. So if you want to earn more, then we must sponsor more, okay? So you may have heard another saying na if you want to be successful, just copy what successful people do, 'di ba? In this case, it is sponsoring, 'di ba? Kasi 'yun ang ginagawa ng mga coaches and mentors natin, tama? So number 1 tip, you have to lead by example, okay? So you must do the exact action that you want your downlines to do. Okay, if you want your downlines to sponsor, then you must sponsor first, tama? You will notice that as you increase your sponsorships, your associates will start to sponsor as well, 'di ba? As you sponsor, na-excite yung mga associates mo, kaya pala ni coach. So dapat kaya ko din, 'di ba? So of course no, if you are having parang hard time paano mag-momentum yung organization mo ngayon, number 1 na gagawin mo talaga is you sponsor. Okay? So what is the difference pala between selling and sponsoring? No? So ano palang difference dyan? Okay, so iba pala yung mga selling and sponsoring. So selling is what we usually call recruiting. Okay, so selling is the same as recruiting. So this means that you're trying to get anyone you can on your team. You don't qualify, diba? You use a lot of hype. Okay, so you try to make it look easy and you just want to get as many people on your team as you can. Okay, so when you do a lot of recruiting or what we call selling, diba, you get lots of attrition on your team. People end up quitting and yes, diba, nakaka-frustrate talaga yan. Parang nagtataka ka kung bakit hindi nag-grow yung team mo. 'Di ba baka recruiting or selling yung ginagawa mo, 'di ba? So and of course no, you figure that you better recruit even more people, but all of your recruiting efforts go into replacing lang, 'di ba? Replacing the team members. So instead no, instead na gino-grow mo yung team mo, naggrabe yung attrition. Okay, so let's assess, are we doing recruiting or are we doing sponsoring? What do you mean by sponsoring pala? Well, sponsoring, it really takes time, the long term in mind. Okay, so you qualify instead of convince. Again, sa sponsoring, you qualify instead of convince. Okay, so after you sponsor someone, okay, that's when the real work starts. Okay, so true sponsors will only work as hard on their downlines business as their downlines will. So what we will do, you must help your associates grow as well. Okay, help them grow as well. Okay, so and of course, number 1, we have to master the art of prospecting, diba? So yan, prospecting na. So sino ba sa inyo ang merong prospect list sa notebook or sa Excel? Sino ba sa inyo? Type me kung meron kang prospect list na updated sa notebook mo or pwede nyo ipakita, di ba? Sa camera nyo, kung may notebook kayo sa prospect list nyo. Okay? Or kung nasa Excel, type nyo na lang nasa Excel, di ba? So, yan, tinitingnan ko actually sino yung mga nagpakita ng mga notebook. Parang wala. Okay? Okay, so, yan. And of course, no, dito, number 1 is you have to create an active candidate list. Active. Okay, so hindi po yung candidate list lang. Okay, so it must be active. So empty your mind out and put it on paper because the faintest ink is sharper than the best memory. Hindi po pwede yung nasa isip mo lang yung prospect list mo. Kasi guys, I've been there. Tapos kinabukasan, parang sino nga ba yung naisip ko kahapon? Bukas na lang, parang nakalimutan ko, di ba? Every time may naisip ka na prospect list, isulat mo talaga siya, di ba? So, number 2, raise your awareness. Every day, we are actually presented with an opportunity to connect to the world, di ba? So, for example, kumakain ka sa restaurant, di ba? Or nasa bangko ka, di ba? Nag-aantay ka sa number mo sa bangko, di ba? So, of course, or nagbabayad ka ba ng bill sa kuryente or bill mo sa phone or kahit saan ka, di ba? So, actually, opportunity yan para at least, di ba, ma-expand yung network mo. So you have to smile, talk to people, mingle with others. Mingle with others, di ba? Siguro nahihirapan tayo sa prospecting natin because maybe our social circle is so locked, diba? So parang nagbe-base lang tayo sa prospect list natin, dun lang din sa mga kilala natin, okay? So number 3 is never prejudge, okay? You don't actually know what's going on with that certain person. So minsan kasi, na-experience ko to dati, sinasabi ko, ay, hindi ko na lang siya isusulat sa prospect list ko kasi parang mayaman naman sila, hindi naman siguro nila kailangan si USANA, diba? So, of course, hindi naman ito financial freedom si USANA, diba? Baka hindi natin alam, time freedom pala problema niya. Mayaman naman siya, pero wala naman siyang time, diba? So, or, baka meron siyang mga health problems, diba? Pwedeng product yung i-share natin, okay? So, don't judge, okay? So, number 4, network on purpose. Transform from being a hunter to a professional network marketer. So avoid hounding your prospects. Yan, avoid hounding your prospects po. Yung nagiging annoying ka na. Okay? So how to be how to be not annoying. Paano ba na hindi ka annoying sa mga prospect mo? So professionals po, they build friendships muna, they build relationships muna before they make the invitation. Okay? So nagiging annoying po tayo kasi minsan baka inviting ka agad, hindi ka man lang nag-build ng rapport with your prospect. Okay? And of course, no, prospecting must be a lifestyle. Okay? Join some groups. Okay? So number 5. Okay? So you need to schedule. What's number 5? You need to schedule time for prospecting every day. Depende sa'yo if you are full-time ba or part-time ka ba sa USANA? Ano ba yung i-schedule ng prospecting mo na time? 30 minutes ba a day while having coffee? Or 1 hour ba? Kasi kaya mo naman yung 1 hour, di ba? Na-learn ko to kay Coach Wawi, yung 30 minutes to 1 hour na prospecting, pero dapat deep work. Deep work daw talaga kasi minsan yung ano ba yung deep work, coach? Kasi minsan nagpo-prospecting ka nga, ay 30 minutes naman ako nagpo-prospecting, coach, pero parang wala namang nangyayari. Baka hindi deep work ang ginagawa mo. 5 minutes ka lang nag-prospecting, for the rest of the time 25 minutes nasa Zalora ka na, nasa Instagram ka na, nagsa-shopping ka na, 'di ba? Nandun ka na sa ibang mga browser, 'di ba? Okay, so deep work, that means 30 minutes na nakatutok ka talaga sa prospecting alone. That's actually mas effective kaysa yung, 'di ba, yung 3 hours ka nagpo-prospecting daw pero hindi naman deep work. Okay? So, yan, we have to learn that one, the discipline of having that deep work. And of course, no, ito, i-share ko sa inyo kung paano i-categorize yung prospect list natin. Kasi kung nakalista lang sila, parang 1 to 3, 1 to 100, or 1 to 200, tapos hindi natin na-categorize, di ba? Parang mas mahirap siyang, parang mas mahirap siya kung anong gagawin natin with that certain prospect. Okay? So, na-learn ko to from Coach Wawi kasi ganito pala sila mag-create or mag-categorize ng prospect list during his Toyota days. O, diba? Even Toyota, even yung mga broker, may prospect list po sila. Okay, so pwede nyo itong i-screenshot. So, sa mga warm market po, doon nyo ilagay yung mga tao na kilala nyo na. Close friends, family, 'di ba? Yung mga close mo sa work, 'di ba? Yung mga relatives mo. Okay? So these people are actually ready to be invited because the trust is already there, okay? Yung trust factor po very very important sa prospecting and sa inviting natin. And of course, you have to know their current needs through the art of Forbes. Since the trust is already there, ano yung una mong gawin? 'Di ba? Syempre, may relationship na kayo, may friendship na kayo kasi close mo na nga, 'di ba? But ano yung gagawin mo before making the invitation? Know his or her current na need, 'di ba? So through the art of form, i-discuss ko ang form mamaya. Okay? So ano ba 'yan? And of course, yung goal natin sa mga prospect na 'yan, okay, the slides po ba tama? Tama po ba yung slides ko? May nakikita bang warm market, cold market, Coach Jeremy? Okay. And
Sponsorship, nasa number 1 pa.
number
Prospect.
1.
Yung first slide ng prospecting mo.
Okay. So, meron namang table na nakikita.
Yes. Yung
Okay.
market, gold market. Tama lang.
Okay. So, you have to set an appointment, diba? With them. The goal here sa mga warm market natin is, ang goal natin is ma-set natin sila ng appointment. Okay? So, number 2 is a cold market na category. Okay? Sa cold market, parang ito yung mga tao na alam mo lang yung pangalan nila, hi, hello lang, parang blockmate mo lang sa college, or parang ibang department siya sa company nyo, di ba? Kung saan ka nag-work, or kakakilala mo lang, parang stranger siya, di ba? So, ang yung tip natin dito is connect and build relationship muna. How to connect, di ba? How to connect with those kind of people sa prospect list mo. Syempre, mag-react ka sa post nila. Kung birthday niya, wag lang happy birthday, di ba? Parang lagyan mo naman ng kadugtong yung happy birthday, di ba? Mag-effort tayo ng konti, di ba? You have to react with their my days and stories, di ba? May mga stories sila. For example, nag-post siya ng dog niya. Uy, hala, ang ganda naman ng dog. Anong breed nito? O, di ba? Mga ganyan. Uy, ang ganda naman ng beach. Saan to, girl? Okay? So, uy, sir, ang ganda naman parang nagbabakasyon kayo parang off tayo sa work ngayon saan to, sir, 'di ba? So mga ganyan. So you have to connect muna. And of course, dito no, so kung face to face naman, 'di ba? So pag mag-build ka ng relationship, pwede mo siyang i-invite, uy, gym tayo or jog tayo bukas, baka wala kang gagawin, or invite siya sa coffee, 'di ba? So para at least makipagkwentuhan. And dyan, no, our goal here, get there, of course, trust and know their, of course, current need before setting the appointment. So, ito naman, yung third category natin are the qualifiers, or what we call hot list, diba? Yan. And here, no, sa mga qualifiers and sa mga hot list, dito yung mga tao na napresenta na. Naka-attend na ng Zoom natin, naka-attend na ng mga HFO, alam na yung product, as long as interested siya sa product or interested siya to do the business, or both, ilista mo sila. Kasi ang nangyayari, pag hindi mo sila ilista, sa dami ba naman ng prospect mo, minsan nakakalimutan natin. Tama? And of course, you write down kung ano feedback niya. For example, Jeremy, anong date siya napresentahan? Like for example, March 1, napresentahan ko siya last March 1. And then yung feedback ni Jeremy is, kakausapin daw yung asawa niya at saka i-check yung credit card na available balance. So, follow up on, ganyan, 'di ba? So, dapat may feedback kasi 'di ba, marami tayong pinipresentahan na nalilimutan natin. And there was a time na meron akong qualifier, hindi ko siya nailista sa notebook. Anong nangyari? Guess what? Iba yung nag-follow up kasi nakalimutan kong nag-follow up after 6 months na presentahan ng iba, doon nag-join, di ba? Sinong may kasalanan? Actually, ako, okay? So yan, dapat ilista talaga. And of course, follow up. Set another appointment. Series of exposures dapat, di ba? So, it's either ipa-expose mo sa mga coaches mo or ipa-attend mo ng Monday Hustle or mga product trainings, okay? And yan, maraming nakaka-relate, okay? So, you can send some articles, videos, if product yung gusto niya, you can invite them sa mga bridging events. And of course, yung goal natin, dapat may constant communication, connection, and facilitate enrollment, okay? So, I hope na nakuha natin yan, okay? So, let's go to how to master the art of form. Okay, so ang goal natin sa form, F-O-R-M, gagamitin natin yun sa mga war market. Wala na ako eh. So, gagamitin natin siya sa war market, yung F-O-R-M. So, yung goal natin is to know what the client needs, okay? Once naka-build ka na ng rapport, pwede natin itong gamitin. So, eto, kasi bakit importante na alam natin yung need ng client kahit kilala na natin sila? It's because baka hindi mo alam. Yung need pala niya is product kasi may arthritis siya. Tapos, during the presentation, since hindi mo alam na may arthritis siya, yung na-emphasize ng speaker is yung business. So, hindi mo na-close yung deal kasi business yung na-emphasize, okay? So, we really have to know the current need. Okay, so example, di ba? Yung form po stands for F, family, O for organization, R for recreation, and of course, M for message. That's the inviting part. So, example dito. Ito yung convo na example how to do form. Okay, so you, for example, uy, hi Donna, how are you? So wag lang yung how are you or kamusta. Wag kang mag-chat sa prospect mo na kamusta lang ang sinabi mo. It's because kung kamusta lang ang sinabi mo, it's either mag-iisip siya, ay mangungutang to or may ibibenta to. Diba? So dugtungan mo talaga, uy, how are you? Uy, parang nakita kita sa isa sa mall kahapon. I'm not sure if ikaw yun. Kaya hindi na lang ako lumapit. Pero nakauwi ka ba ng Pilipinas? O, diba? So, di ba may question, may follow-up question ka. So, sasagot talaga yung prospect mo. Uy, oo, kung sa SM mo ako nakita, actually, nakauwi na ako last week. Actually, nag-resign ako sa work eh. Uy, welcome home for sure na-miss mo na yung mga kids mo. So, bakit ka pala nag-resign? Malaki naman yung sweldo mo doon sa abroad. Prospect, diba? So yung prospect mo, what if sasabihin niya, kaya nga ako umuwi kasi mahirap malayo sa mga anak, aanin ko pa yung sweldo kung malayo ako sa mga anak, diba? So nakikita mo, okay, so yung problem niya ngayon, financial kasi wala siyang income, nakauwi, di ba, nag-resign. At the same time, she wants time freedom, especially sa kids niya. Okay, so for example, sasagutin mo siya, uy, I feel you, mahirap talaga malayo sa pamilya 1 week nga, how much more kung months or even years. Ganyan talaga dilemma usually ng mga OFW, no? So may plans ka ba na babalik sa pagiging OFW or dito ka muna sa Pinas? O di ba may mga follow-up questions ako? And then what if sasabihin ng prospect, dito muna ako sa Pinas, actually naghahanap na ako ng online work or baka mag-business ako. O di ba? So, uy, parang ting, di ba? So naisip ko, pwede to, invite ko siya. So the moment na mag-invite ka, di ba? So i-base mo siya kung ano ang current na need niya. Okay? So eto, di ba? So we have to master the art of inviting. Okay? So actually malapit na tayong matapos. Okay? So, and of course, no, master the art of inviting, di ba? So, invitation is mostly about raising a prospect's curiosity so that he or she decides to take a look at your business opportunity. Inviting is not presenting. Okay? Take note of that. Inviting is the gateway skill for network marketing. Yung goal natin sa inviting is dapat ma-curious yung guest mo. Kung ano ba yung business opportunity mo. Yung goal mo sa inviting is mapasok siya sa Zoom or makapunta siya sa appointment mo nyo na face-to-face. Okay? That's the goal. Okay? So, here are some tips. Number 1 is be in a hurry. People are always attracted to a person who's busy and has things going on. For example, ma-invite ako sa isang business opportunity. So, i-stock ko yung social media ng nag-invite sa akin. Mas ma-attract po ako sa isang momshi na nag-work pala sa bank, tapos after sa work niya sa bank, may ano pa pala siya, may side hustle pa siya, which is itong business na to, tapos may mga anak pa siya, compared sa isang tao na nag-invite sa akin sa business opportunity, tapos pag-stock ko sa social media is puro lang ML yung post niya, di ba? So, mas ma-attract tayo sa yung mga mas busy tapos may sideline pa, di ba? So, number 2, compliment the prospect. The compliment must be sincere. It opens the door to real communication. Example, uy, you know what, Farah? You know what? You have an amazing mind for business and can see things other people don't see. Parang napansin ko na yan since we were still in college. Iba talaga yung perspective mo when it comes to business. Di ba? Pag na-compliment mo yung person, di ba minsan lang tayo nakadinig ng compliment, lalo na sa work, di ba? So, pag na-compliment mo siya, di ba mas gumaan yung loob niya sa'yo and makikinig yan sa'yo. So, mas malaki yung chance na mag-yes sa invitation. And of course, number 3, make the invitation. We have direct, indirect, and referral approach. I have lots of examples here. You can actually take screenshots. Okay? So, I want to remind you that one size does not fit all. Okay? So, ikaw po yung mamimili kung ano ba yung bagay sa ganitong prospect, ano ba yung kind of invitation. Sorry, malabo po, coach. Malabo ba? Or i-screenshot na lang tapos i-zoom nyo. Okay, sorry ah. So, yan, itatype ko na lang yan ulit next time para palakihin ko. Okay? So, and of course, no, you can take a screenshot, tapos kayo na ang bahala mag-rephrase. Depende kung paano ka magsalita. Kung Englishera ka, edi i-English mo. Kung more on Tagalog ka or Bisaya, wag kang mag-transform para hindi mawirduhan yung prospect mo. Okay? I-rephrase mo yan. Those are just ideas. Okay? So, number 1, sa direct approach. For example, hi, actually, when you told me ba, a few days ago, di ba nag-chat tayo? When you told me that you need to find a job, curious lang ako, were you serious about it or you were just kidding around? Kasi I guess I found a way to give that a solution. Kasi meron akong na-attend na isang Zoom, tapos gusto ko talagang i-share sa'yo kasi ikaw ang unang pumasok sa sa isip ko. O, diba? So, mga ganyan. Mga opening ba? Okay, so, number 2, are you still looking for an additional source of income? I've found a way for, I found a way for both of us to start a business with lesser risk. Na remember ko kasi, you wanted to start a business, kaso lang natatakot ka sa risk. O, diba? So, let me ask you off the record, if there was a business that you could start working part-time from your home, diba? Alam ko naman, may mga anak ka, diba? Tapos may hindi ka masyadong nakakalabas, diba? Tapos, from your home, would that interest you? Okay? Lisod ba sound coach? Okay, so, paano ba? Kaya ba ma-screenshot tapos ma-zoom nyo? Coach Jeremy? Hindi talaga?
Ano siya, medyo blur talaga siya.
Blurry talaga siya. So, isend ko na lang to sa ano guys, sa message nyo ako, tapos isend ko sa inyo, okay? Ano ko to, i-retype, tapos palakihin ko siya, okay? And of course, mabasa yung screenshot. Okay. So, sige. Indirect approach, okay? I-post ko mamaya yung social media account ko para ma-send ko sa inyo. Okay, sa goals and above, yes, pwede ko din send para kunin nyo sa upline. Okay, so, and of course, indirect approach, no? So, basahin ko na lang para may ano kayo. Oy, hi! I've just found I've just started a new business and I'm really nervous before I get going, no? So I need to practice on someone friendly. Ikaw yung naisip ko pag friendly yung sinasabi, 'di ba? So would you mind if I practice on you, 'di ba? So kung ikaw na yung nagpe-present, okay? So number 2, hi, I found a business I'm really excited about, but what do I know? Mas eksperyensado ka naman sa akin when it comes to business. Would you look at it for me and if I made it easy on you and let me know if you think I'm making the right move sa business na to, 'di ba? So at least makita niyo yung business opportunity mo. So or dito sa mga may abroad na prospect. Hi, hi Farah. So my company is expanding in your country. So would you do me a favor and take a look if it and let me know if this business will work sa area mo? 'Di ba? So yan, 'di ba? Pwede sa mga abroad yan. Or referral approach. Ginagamit ko to minsan, no? So I'd like to ask, who do you know ambitious and would be excited about the idea of starting or adding a cash flow to their lives, 'di ba? So meron ka bang ma-refer na parang gusto nila mag-add ng cash flow sa mga sources of income nila? 'Di ba? So sasabihin niyan, uy, parang ako, 'di ba? So what if nakita mo few days ago na may na-post siya na, uy, ano ba yung mga ano diyan, mga business na pwedeng i-start on the side, 'di ba? So pwede mo siyang hingyan ng referral. So pero siya talaga yung purpose na, siya talaga yung prospect mo, 'di ba? Okay. So or this one, okay? This is the last one. I work with a company that is expanding in your country and I'm looking for people that might be interested in some additional cash flow. Do you know anyone that might fit in the description? Uy, parang ako yan. Pwede ba ako dyan? Ano ba yung pwede kong gawin? Okay? So, and remember, no, in inviting, there are no good or bad experiences. Just learning experiences. So, in your journey to become a network marketing professional, the best thing that can happen to you is develop your skills. That's why practice, practice, practice. Diba? And continuously assess yourself. No? So, and of course, dito, no? So, this is one of my, parang ginagamit ko na script. Okay, eto, nakikita ba, Coach Jeremy? Klaro ba siya?
Po, mas mabasa.
Okay, so example, hi Donna, regarding sa convo natin few days ago ba, ikaw talaga yung naalala ko ngayon. I have a little favor sana to ask. So, I have this online business na ginagawa ko on the side. Okay, so actually na-rephrase ko na lang to ha, para sa mga bago. Okay, so ginagawa on the side. So alam mo naman sa panahon ngayon, 'di ba, lahat nag-i-increase, hindi lang naman gasolina, pati mga groceries, tama? So that's why it's very important talaga na hindi pala isa lang yung source of income natin. So currently, I'm one of the trainees sa isang company na to and it's a USA-based company. So we have a task kasi since trainee pa ako, this week we need to set an appointment to 10 friendly people na makinig sa presentation namin. So, of course, via Zoom lang to kung Zoom mo siya presentan. So, ikaw yung una pumasok sa isip ko. Alam ko naman, friendly ka, diba? So, all you have to do is makinig lang naman. And of course, in that way, makatulong ka sa task ko. And at the same time, we'll never know after the presentation, baka magustuhan mo siya. So, are you okay with this? What if sasabihin ng guest mo, ay ng prospect mo, okay, sige, pwede naman, ilang oras pa to or ilang minutes? Sasabihin mo, uy, nice, thank you ha. Actually, limited lang yung slots. Inuna lang ka lang talaga kita, okay? So, ito yung mga schedules ng webinar this week. May 4 p.m. tayo ng Monday, ng Tuesday may 7:30 at saka 9 p.m. Tsaka sa Wednesday may 8 p.m. So, alin dito yung okay sa'yo? By the way, 45 minutes lang. Okay, to 1 hour lang naman yung presentation. So, why is it important to give options? Kasi yung brain natin, once bigyan ng options yung brain natin, di ba, automatic na mimili. So, pero kung sasabihin mo, kailan ka available, di ba, sasabihin agad ng prospect, busy pa ako ngayon di ba? So, wag mong sasabihin, kailan ka available. So, bigyan mo siya ng options ng mga webinar schedules. Okay, so, what if sasabihin niya, sige, sa Tuesday na lang, 7:30 p.m. So, yung reply mo, perfect, may Zoom app ka na ba? If wala pa, pwede mo siyang i-download. Then I'll send the link on Tuesday morning para at least ma-remindan kita sa appointment natin on that day. So na-plot ko na sa calendar ko ha, Tuesday 7:30 p.m. Tapos pwede mo sabihin, i-plot mo na rin sa calendar mo para ma-remind tayo both. Okay, see you. Thanks ulit. So stop the conversation once na-set mo na ang appointment. Kasi pag marami kang sinasabi, baka makancel pa yan, di ba? So baka magkamali ka pa, makancel pa yan, mag-change ang mind ng prospect mo. So stop the conversation and then remind the prospect a day before and on the day sa appointment nyo. So actually, I'm done, di ba? So tip ko lang sa mga nagsisimula, no? So first 6 months to 1 year nyo, wag na wag kayong mag-focus sa income. Because once you mag-focus kayo sa income nyo, for sure ma-frustrate kayo. Saan kayo dapat mag-focus? Focus on your growth. Diba? Growth in terms of skills, growth in terms of knowledge and attitude. Kapag nag-grow ka sa tatlong aspect na yan, income will just follow. I-assess mo sarili mo. After cut-off, be honest with yourself. Diba? Saan ka kailangan mag-improve? Anong skill ang kailangan mong i-improve? Saan ka nagkamali? Diba? So, and kamusta ba yung attitude natin towards training, towards our uplines? Diba? Are we as upline? Sa knowledge naman, kabisado ba natin yung products natin? Ano ba yung mga products na parang hindi mo pa siya nakilala, 'di ba? So dapat na mag-focus tayo sa growth, no? So that magfa-follow yung income natin. And before I end, 'di ba? So grabe no, actually na lang, isang silupin na lang yung Tagalog ko, buti na lang nag-end na tayo, diba? So, and of course no, remember no, this is from Sir Eric Worry, diba? So I would like to leave this before I end, no? So remember that our goal is education and understanding. It is not to win an argument, diba? Our job is to help blind people see. Meron naman talagang mga objections minsan sa inviting na parang, alam ko na yan, parang networking to, ano ba, diba? May mga ganyan. So when someone brings up a negative objection every time may ino-offer ka, no, all they really doing is helping you to identify one of their blind spots, diba? So just be patient, diba? So continue to improve yourself in terms of how to invite, how to prospect, how to handle objections, mga rejections, diba? So wag kang mainip, okay? Wag kang mainis, okay? And of course, here, if you succeed in this business, it's going to be you who creates the success and not me. Not your uplines and not your downlines as well, diba? So if you fail in this business, it's going to be you who creates that failure, diba? Hindi naman kami ang nag-decide na mag-fit ka sa business, hindi naman yung mga coaches mo. So you are going to be the difference between success and failure in sa USANA business natin. And we are here to guide you, your mentors, your coaches, diba? We are here to guide you every step of the way, but we cannot do it for you. We, your coaches and mentors, we are here to work with you but not for you. So kaya dapat i-master natin yung mga vital skills kasi tayo naman talaga ang gagawa nun. Okay? So thank you so much for having me and maraming salamat for being patient and for listening, and thank you NXGN for inviting me. Just follow me sa Instagram account. No, that's my Instagram account, and of course you can actually add me sa Facebook account ko, but actually no, mas madaling mag-follow sa Instagram. Okay, so maraming salamat guys. I hope I was able to give value to your morning today. So thank you so much. Back to our